My dear empowered women, let's take a moment to reflect on a powerful truth. The energy that you embody is unmatched, and the love and strength that you pour into the world have the power to transform not only your lives, but the lives of those around you. Today I want to talk about something I've come to understand over the years, a truth that lies within the core of so many relationships. Men for women achieve everything. But there must be three key things. Respect is essential in any relationship, for it forms the very foundation on which everything else is built. It's not just a word we throw around casually. It's a deep and unwavering understanding that no matter our differences, we see each other as equals. True respect isn't about agreeing with everything the other person says or does, but about honoring their perspective, acknowledging their humanity, and validating their feelings. When respect is present, there is space for open and honest communication. It allows two people to share their thoughts, dreams, and fears without the fear of judgment or dismissal. It ensures that both voices are heard equally and neither feels smaller or less important in the relationship. Respect means listening intently, not just waiting for your turn to speak, but truly absorbing the words and emotions the other person is expressing. It's about seeing them for who they are, not who you want them to be. In a relationship built on respect, there is no room for manipulation, control, or dishonesty. Respect acknowledges boundaries, both physical and emotional. It means understanding when the other person needs space, when they need support, and when they need encouragement. It means knowing when to step back and allow the other person to shine without fear of losing your own place in the relationship. Respect is not about taking, but about giving space, giving understanding, giving love. It's also about embracing each other's flaws and imperfections. In a world where so many things are focused on external appearances and perfection, respect is a reminder that what truly matters is the person underneath. It's the acknowledgement that we are all works in progress, and that the flaws we carry don't make us unworthy of love or respect. In fact, they make us beautifully human. Respect says, I see you, all of you, and I love you anyway. When respect is given, it encourages growth. It allows both individuals to feel safe enough to explore, learn, and evolve without fear of rejection or ridicule. It fosters an environment where both people can challenge each other in healthy ways, offering constructive criticism or advice without attacking or diminishing the other person. In this space, growth is nurtured, not stifled, because each person feels supported, valued, and believed in. Respect also means being mindful of how we treat one another in everyday moments. It's in the little things, the way we speak to each other, the way we act around each other, the way we show appreciation for the other person's time, effort, and presence. It's in remembering that the way we treat someone when things are easy speaks volumes about the respect we have for them. But more importantly, it's how we show respect during the tough times when emotions are high and patience is low. In those moments, respect is the lifeline that holds the relationship together. Ultimately, when respect is at the core of any relationship, it allows both people to feel valued and secure, knowing they can be their authentic selves. It creates a space where love can flourish, where trust can deepen, and where both individuals can thrive. When respect is present, everything else falls into place because it sets the tone for all the other qualities that make a relationship successful. It is, without a doubt, the bedrock upon which everything else is built. Trust is the glue that holds everything together in a relationship. Without it, no matter how strong the connection may seem at first, it will eventually start to crumble. Trust is not just about believing in someone's honesty or integrity. It's about creating a safe space where vulnerability can thrive, where both people can express their truest selves without fear of judgment, betrayal, or deceit. It is the quiet assurance that no matter what challenges arise, you can count on each other to stand firm together, to weather the storm side by side. Trust is built over time, and it is earned, not given freely. It's the result of consistent actions, not just grand gestures or promises. Each small moment of reliability, when someone keeps their word, when they show up when they say they will, when they listen without judgment, adds another layer of trust. Trust is reinforced every time you allow yourself to be seen, to be heard, and to be understood, without worrying that you'll be dismissed or let down. It's in the ability to trust that the other person will always have your best interests at heart, even in moments of disagreement or difficulty. When trust is present, there is a freedom that exists between two people. A freedom to be open and honest without fearing that the truth will be twisted or used against you. It allows both individuals to be their authentic selves, to share their dreams, doubts, fears, and desires, knowing that these things will not be used as ammunition in an argument or turned into something manipulative. In a relationship where trust exists, there is no need for games or mind tricks. Each person can simply be who they are, without pretense or fear of judgment. Trust also means giving the benefit of the doubt. It means having faith in the other person's intentions, even when things aren't perfect. There will inevitably be moments of misunderstanding or mistakes, but trust gives you the ability to believe that the other person didn't mean harm. Trust isn't about being naive or ignoring red flags. It's about having a deep belief that the other person's actions come from a place of love, respect, and care. When trust is truly present, both people feel safe enough to admit when they're wrong, to apologize, and to correct their course without the fear of it being held over their heads forever. When trust is broken, however, it takes immense effort to rebuild. It's not something that can be repaired with words alone, but with actions that prove time and time again that the commitment to honesty, loyalty, and integrity is genuine. Rebuilding trust requires patience, consistency, and a willingness to be vulnerable in ways that may feel uncomfortable. It means being transparent, sharing your heart, and doing the necessary work to prove that you are committed to earning back that trust. It also means being open to forgiveness, recognizing that mistakes are part of being human, and offering the grace to heal. Trust is not just about belief, it's about confidence. It's the confidence to believe that the other person has your back, that they will support you when the going gets tough, and that they will stay true to their word. It's about having a sense of security, knowing that no matter what happens, you won't be left out in the cold. Trust is what gives us the courage to take risks, to step outside our comfort zones and to dream bigger, because we know we have someone who believes in us, who won't let us fall without picking us back up. Ultimately, trust is what creates a bond that goes beyond the superficial. It's the reason why some relationships endure the test of time while others falter. Without trust, there can be no foundation for love, no room for growth, and no way to move forward together. But when trust is present, it brings everything else into alignment. It strengthens the connection, nurtures the relationship, and gives both people the freedom to be who they are, knowing they are supported, valued, and loved unconditionally. Trust, in its purest form, is the unshakable belief that no matter what comes your way, you are in this together, and nothing can break that bond. Support in both good and bad times is the cornerstone of any relationship, for it's in the moments of adversity that the true strength of a bond is revealed. When things are going well, it's easy to be there for each other, to cheer each other on and celebrate every win. But it's when the storm clouds gather and life becomes challenging that support becomes indispensable. In those darker moments, when the road ahead feels uncertain and the weight of the world seems too heavy to bear, support is the light that guides the way, the anchor that keeps us grounded. Support is not simply about offering words of encouragement or comforting hugs when things are tough. It's about being present in the moment, truly showing up not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. It's about standing beside the other person, even when they're not at their best, and saying, "I'm here with you, no matter what." It's about letting them know that, even in their darkest hour, they are not alone. In these times, support is about offering a sense of calm, reassurance, and stability, helping them to navigate through the storm with a sense of confidence that eventually the clouds will clear. When we offer support during difficult times, it is not about trying to fix the other person or solve their problems. True support comes from a place of empathy and understanding. It's about listening without judgment, allowing them to express their frustrations, fears, and vulnerabilities without trying to offer solutions right away. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do for someone is to simply be there, to provide a listening ear, and to let them know that their feelings are valid. Support means offering patience, understanding that the process of healing or overcoming obstacles takes time, and allowing the other person the space to grieve, reflect, or process at their own pace. Equally important, support is about lifting the other person up when they are struggling with their self-worth or sense of confidence. In difficult times, people can lose sight of their own value, questioning their abilities and their place in the world. In those moments, support is the reminder that they are more than their struggles. It's the encouragement to keep going, to not give up on themselves, and to remember that they are capable of overcoming whatever comes their way. Support means helping them see their strength, even when they may not recognize it themselves. It's about being their mirror, reflecting back to them the greatness you know they possess, even when they can't see it. But support is not a one-way street. It's reciprocal. In the good times, support is about celebrating each other's successes, no matter how big or small. It's about being the first person to cheer when they achieve something important, whether it's landing a new job, reaching a personal goal, or simply getting through a challenging day. It's about showing pride in their accomplishments and sharing in their joy, knowing that their success is a reflection of the love, care, and support you've shared. Support in the good times is just as important as in the bad, for it nurtures the relationship, reinforces trust, and deepens the bond. In the challenging moments, support means helping each other to stay focused on the bigger picture, not just the immediate setback. It's about offering perspective, gently reminding each other that this is just one chapter in a much larger story. It's about navigating the challenges as a team, knowing that no matter how difficult the situation may be, you are in it together. And when the tough times pass and the storm clears, you will both emerge stronger, wiser, and more connected than ever before. Support is also about knowing when to give space. Sometimes the most loving and supportive thing you can do is to recognize that the other person may need time to themselves to reflect or heal. It's about respecting their need for solitude and allowing them to process on their own terms, while still letting them know that you are there when they are ready. Support isn't about smothering, but about understanding that everyone has their own way of coping, and sometimes the greatest gift is the freedom to work through their emotions at their own pace without pressure. Support is the emotional glue that holds everything together during the highs and lows of life. It's a commitment to be there for each other, no matter what life throws your way. It's about showing love through action, offering not just words, but tangible support, whether it's a shoulder to lean on, a hand to hold, or simply a presence that says, "I've got you." When support is unwavering, it creates a sense of security and comfort, knowing that no matter what happens, you will always have someone in your corner. It's in this shared support that a relationship becomes unbreakable, a foundation that can withstand anything life brings, growing stronger with each passing day. A great relationship is mutual, built on the understanding that both individuals contribute equally to the dynamic, each bringing their own strengths, values, and needs into the partnership. It's about two people meeting in the middle, respecting each other's boundaries, honoring each other's perspectives, and working together toward a shared vision. In a mutual relationship, both people feel seen, heard, and appreciated, and both have an equal voice in shaping the direction the relationship takes. Mutuality goes beyond just emotional investment. It extends to actions, decisions, and priorities. When a relationship is mutual, both partners are willing to invest time, energy, and effort into each other's well-being without feeling like they are giving more than they are receiving. It's about both partners being willing to show up, not only for the good times, but for the tough times as well. There is an unspoken agreement that both are committed to supporting each other, being present for each other, and contributing to the relationship in ways that align with each other's needs and aspirations. In a truly mutual relationship, neither person feels like they are sacrificing their individuality for the sake of the other. Instead, both individuals are empowered to be their authentic selves, knowing that they are loved and valued for who they are, not for who the other person wants them to be. There is space for both people to pursue their own passions, dreams, and goals, while also making room for shared dreams and aspirations. This mutual respect for each other's independence and individuality creates a balance that allows the relationship to thrive without feelings of resentment or loss of self. In the most successful mutual relationships, both individuals are equally invested in the emotional health of the partnership. There is a shared responsibility for creating an environment of trust, respect, and care. Both people are aware of the importance of maintaining open communication, of being vulnerable, and of addressing issues before they grow into larger problems. They are both willing to be honest about their needs and expectations, understanding that it is through mutual honesty and vulnerability that true intimacy can flourish. In a mutual relationship, there is no space for one partner to dominate or for one person's voice to be ignored. Both partners take responsibility for their emotional needs and are equally invested in the emotional well-being of the other. When a relationship is mutual, there is an inherent sense of equality. Both individuals bring something unique and valuable to the relationship, and both are equally important. There is no imbalance of power, where one person is constantly giving more or sacrificing their own desires and needs for the sake of the other. Instead, both people work together, making decisions together, whether it's about small daily choices or significant life decisions. They understand that the strength of the relationship comes from the balance between both people's contributions, whether it's emotional, physical, financial, or intellectual. Mutuality in a relationship also means being equally supportive in times of challenge. When one partner is struggling, the other is right there by their side, offering support, empathy, and encouragement. This is not about taking turns in helping or waiting for the other person to ask for help. It's about both partners being proactive in ensuring the other's well-being. When challenges arise, a mutual relationship doesn't see one person as the problem solver or fixer, but as a team working together to overcome obstacles, whether they be external pressures or internal struggles. Both people contribute ideas, comfort, and solutions, understanding that a challenge faced together is an opportunity to grow as individuals and as partners. Mutual approach is crucial when it comes to nurturing love and affection. In a great relationship, both partners are equally invested in keeping the connection strong. They regularly check in with each other, express appreciation, and ensure that the other person feels loved, valued, and cared for. It's not just about grand gestures or special occasions, but the day-to-day actions that show the commitment and effort both are willing to put into maintaining a loving, healthy relationship. Both partners find ways to surprise each other, to show affection in the little things, a thoughtful note, a shared moment of laughter, a simple gesture of kindness that create an ongoing sense of connection and devotion. In this way, a mutual relationship requires active participation from both sides, and it thrives when both individuals are equally committed to making it work. It's not about who gives more or who receives more, but about finding balance, giving and receiving in equal measure, and knowing that each person is as important as the other. Both people are invested in creating an environment where love, respect, and support are present, where both individuals can feel like their needs are being met, and where the relationship can continue to grow, adapt, and evolve over time. Women's strength is transformative because it is not just rooted in physical power, but in a deep, unwavering resilience that shapes the world around them. It is the kind of strength that rises from within, often in the face of adversity, and turns challenges into opportunities for growth. It's a strength that doesn't just survive, it thrives, adapting to circumstances and emerging stronger every time life demands more. This transformative strength is not always visible in the way we might expect. It's often subtle, quiet, and powerful in ways that aren't always recognized by the outside world. It's in the ability to keep going when others might give up, to keep loving when it feels like love is no longer enough, and to keep believing when doubt clouds the horizon. This strength doesn't just affect women themselves, it ripples out, touching everyone around them. The strength of a woman has the power to uplift entire communities, to support families, and to inspire movements that change the course of history. It is in the quiet courage to stand up for what is right, even when the world is against you. It is in the unspoken power of a mother who sacrifices her own comfort for the well-being of her children, the teacher who shapes minds and futures with patience and love, the friend who listens with empathy and understanding, and the leader who guides with wisdom and compassion. Women's strength is also transformative in the way it fosters empathy, nurturing relationships, and deep connections. There is a profound emotional intelligence that many women carry, an ability to understand, process, and navigate emotions in ways that not only benefit themselves but also those they interact with. This emotional depth enables women to create bonds of trust, to foster healing, and to encourage others to embrace their own vulnerabilities. Through this emotional strength, women have the capacity to create safe spaces for people to grow and evolve, allowing them to explore their true selves without fear of judgment or rejection. Moreover, women's strength is transformative because it is not confined to one area of life. It is multidimensional, capable of thriving in a career, at home, in relationships, and within the community. This strength is often seen in the ability to juggle multiple roles simultaneously, managing responsibilities with grace and determination. It is the strength that allows women to pursue their dreams, even in the face of societal pressures or personal sacrifices. It's a strength that fights against the barriers that are often placed in their way, whether it's discrimination, inequality, or the unrealistic expectations of others. And despite these challenges, women continue to rise, building legacies that are both personal and collective. This strength is also deeply rooted in the power of vulnerability. The strength of a woman is not about being invincible or impervious to pain. Rather, it's about embracing those painful moments, learning from them, and using them to fuel a greater sense of purpose and compassion. Women's ability to open their hearts to both joy and sorrow, to love without reservation, to extend kindness even when they have been hurt, is a profound demonstration of transformative strength. It takes incredible courage to remain open in a world that can sometimes feel harsh, but it is through this vulnerability that women's strength becomes even more powerful, radiating out and touching everyone they come into contact with. The transformative nature of women's strength also lies in its ability to change systems and challenge the status quo. Women have been at the forefront of social change for centuries, whether it was fighting for the right to vote, advocating for gender equality, or standing up for the rights of marginalized groups. It is a strength that refuses to be silenced, that demands change, and that reshapes societal norms. This power to shift paradigms is not limited to grand historical moments. It is also present in everyday acts of courage, from women standing up for themselves in the workplace to speaking out against injustice in their communities. Furthermore, women's strength is transformative because it is rooted in the knowledge that they are not alone. Women have an incredible ability to build solidarity and support one another, creating networks of strength that allow them to face challenges with greater resilience. This collective strength is transformative because it creates a sense of community and shared purpose, where women lift each other up and work together to create lasting change. Whether through mentorship, friendship, or activism, women's collective strength has the power to create movements that ripple through society, breaking down barriers and opening doors for future generations. It is in this combination of resilience, empathy, courage, vulnerability, and solidarity that women's strength becomes truly transformative. It's a force that does not seek recognition, but whose impact is undeniable. Women's strength is not only a personal journey, but a collective power that changes lives, communities, and the world. In the end, the transformative strength of women is a force that transcends boundaries, defies expectations, and reshapes the world in ways that are both profound and enduring. It is not simply about enduring hardship, but about rising above it, turning pain into power, and using every experience to create a ripple effect that uplifts and empowers those around them. Women's strength is in their resilience, their ability to embrace vulnerability, their emotional depth, and their unwavering commitment to change. It's the power to nurture, lead, inspire, and create legacies that last beyond lifetimes. This strength is both individual and collective, a force that moves mountains, breaks down barriers, and paves the way for a future where women's voices are heard, their contributions are valued, and their potential is limitless. Through their strength, women do not just change their own lives, they transform the world for the better.